No one wants a war. Nobody likes war. Nobody likes to fight. If two nations can sit together to find a solution instead of fighting with each other, that could save a lot of lives. And that's exactly the thought that has been reflected in this story, The Best Christmas Present in the World. But before I tell you more about it, let me introduce you to the author. Sir Michael Morpurgo is an English book author, poet, playwright, and lyricist. He is best known for writing children's novels such as War Horse. His work is noted for its magical storytelling. So let me tell you about the story that we are going to read. It is one of Morpurgo's stories with a backdrop of the World War I. In this story, the main character describes his experiences at the war camp to his wife through a letter. In this story, we can see that the author visited a junk shop in Bridport. He had spotted a roll-top desk in this shop and he wanted to buy it. The shopkeeper informed him that the roll-top desk was from the early 19th century and made of oak. Now, this kind of furniture was considered to be antique and certainly was expensive. Also, the roll-top desk was not in a very good condition. One of its legs was loosely mended and there were marks of burning on the other side. Still, the author really wanted to buy it and he thought that he will be able to restore it. Eventually, he bought the roll-top desk and began working on it on Christmas Eve. So, he removed the roll top completely and pulled out the drawers. Since the wood covering had come off at many places, the author thought it was damaged due to exposure to water. The last drawer was stuck fast and wouldn't come out easily. So, the author removed it forcibly. When the drawer flew open, he could see a shallow space under it. And well, yes, there was a secret drawer. And guess what? There was something in there. He took out a small tin box, and on top of the tin box, there was a note that said, Jim's last letter received January 25, 1915, to be buried with me when the time comes. Now, it is certainly a bad habit to read someone's letters, but curiosity got the better of the author and he opened the box. Inside was an envelope on which the address read, Mrs. Jim Macpherson, 12 Copper Beeches, Bridport, Dorset. The author opened the letter, which was dated December 26, 1914. Isn't it always exciting to find a secret letter? There's always a sense of mystery that surrounds a discovery such as this. The author read the letter. It was written by Jim Macpherson, a captain of the English Army, to his wife Connie. In the letter, Jim narrated a beautiful incident that took place on the battlefield on Christmas Day in 1914. The English and the German armies were in their respective trenches. Suddenly, Jim saw someone from the German side waving a white flag. He watched as a few German soldiers approached to wish the English soldiers a happy Christmas. The English soldiers replied in kind. Suddenly, several unarmed German soldiers began walking, crossing the no man's land on neutral territory, carrying the German alcohol, schnapps, and sausages. Soldiers from both armies began shaking hands and wishing each other. A German officer named Hans Wolf shook hands with Jim McPherson. They introduced themselves, shared rum and cake, and talked about their families and books. Then the soldiers played football, while their officers cheered and clapped. When the food and drink was over, the two sides wished each other and hoped that the war would end soon. Then they returned to their trenches. McPherson ended the letter confident that the war would end soon and he and Connie would be reunited. After reading the letter, the author decided to locate Mrs. Jim McPherson and return the letter. So he drove to Bridport, Dorset the next morning. He found that the house had burned down and learned that Mrs. McPherson was living in a nursing home. When he reached the nursing home, the matron told him that Mrs. McPherson was in a confused state, but would be happy to have a visitor on Christmas Day. When the author met Mrs. McPherson, he called her Connie and gave her the letter. Her eyes lit up when she saw the letter. In her confused state, she mistook the author for Jim and thought Jim had kept his promise and returned on Christmas Day. She said she had received the best Christmas present in the world. So, don't you think that Connie had actually received the best Christmas present in the world after waiting for so many years for Jim to return home? Though it wasn't Jim who had returned, but Connie, in her confused state of mind, believed and was satisfied that Jim had finally returned. Probably Jim might have been dead, rather killed in the war.